Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're connecting from. Confirm you can hear me. You're welcome to today's live stream. So excited to have you in today's class. Confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is your trading going? I hope it's profitable. If you have any question or any pair you'd want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. A lot is happening in the market at the moment. A lot is happening in the market at the moment. Okay, so before we look at the technicals, I want us to look at the fundamentals. It's very important. Today is 24th of March 2026. I have major news from Europe, Great Britain, and United States. Flash manufacturing PMI we've released from these countries. Euro has released its own flash manufacturing PMI. The German flash manufacturing PMI was 51.7, that was positive, and German flash services PMI is negative. And by 10:30, Great Britain will be releasing its flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. Then by 2:45, the United States will be releasing its flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. Okay, so if you are considering trading Euro, GBP, and USD pairs, you should be very conservative. You should be very conservative. If your focus is on USD pairs, then you should wait for the US news to be released before you trade USD pairs. But if you are considering trading cross-currency pairs or exotic pairs, let's say you want to trade Euro JPY, GBP JPY, you can trade Euro JPY, JPY after the major news has been released. After Great Britain has released its flash manufacturing PMI, that should be around 10:30, 11 a.m. That will be the right time for you to look for your setup. Okay, but if you are considering trading dollar pairs, then you should wait for United States to release its flash manufacturing PMI data before you trade dollar pairs. I hope that is clear. Please confirm you can hear me. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Okay, so let's go to trading view to see what's the trend on yen. Let's start with yen. With what I'm seeing on yen, I think yen is bullish. Okay, we had a low here, we had a high, we had a low, we had a high, right? And we had this trend line that is broken. You can see this trend line has been broken. So I think you can see this trend line has been broken. The market is trading above this trend line. So all indicates that the buyers are still in control. I think the buyers are still in control. Okay, so we have this support here, and this support is still very active. Okay, this is what is holding price now. So if the support gets broken, that's when you consider going bearish on yen. But at the moment, yen is bullish, and like I identified yesterday, yen is likely going to sweep this liquidity, this high. If it successfully breaks out from this zone, if it successfully breaks out from this zone, then it's going for this liquidities. It's coming zone. Okay, so that's my gun. Yen. Yen is bullish. Yen is bullish. Yen is bullish. Okay, yen is bullish. Let's see dollar. Okay, dollar. With what I see on the dollar, I think the dollar is bearish. We had a high, we had a low, we had a high, we had a low, we had a high, we had a low. So I think dollar is going to create a new low and probably would come through this fair value gap. Okay, dollar might come through this fair value gap. Okay, so you can see that the market has been disrespecting support. We had a support here broken. We had a support here. The support also got broken yesterday. So the market has been disrespecting previous lows, previous supports. Okay, so there's a probability it might come fill this fair value gap. So my bias for the dollar today is bearish. My bias for the dollar today is bearish. At what point would I sell dollar? Okay, at what point would I sell the dollar? So dollar right now, yesterday after this engulfing pattern, we had this this fair value gap. You can see they tapped into this fair value gap today. They tapped into it, but they didn't fill that gap completely. So I think what's going to play out maybe before 2:45 when the news will be released, they are going to come for this liquidity. You see this candlestick that looks like a shooting star? This candlestick now, most retail traders would have executed sell. Most will go bearish on the dollar because of this candlestick that looks like a shooting star. And where would they have their stop loss? Their stop loss will be residing at this high. So there's a high probability by 2:45 when the news will be released or before that time, they're going to sweep the stop losses residing at this high before going bearish. So my bias for the dollar today is bearish, but I'd love to see them sweep this liquidity, the liquidity residing at this previous high before going bearish on the dollar. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that's it for the dollar. Bearish on the dollar. On the dollar, this is 1 hour time frame. We also have this fair value gap here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so I want to see what price will do after filling this fair value gap or this fair value gap. That's when I'll go bearish. You can see on 1 hour, the market has been in a range. The market has been in a range. So we had the low of this range and we have the high of this range. The breakout from this, the high means they're coming to fill these fair value gaps. The breakout from this support or this low of the range indicates a continuation of the bearish move on the dollar. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question, anything you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. So if I'm bearish on the dollar, I should look for buys on GBP USD. If I'm bearish on the dollar, I should look for buys on GBP USD. As you can see, United States dollar on GBP USD closed strongly bullish yesterday, tested this resistance level, and there was a strong rejection from that uh, zone. You can see price tested. So price tested this zone, and there was a strong rejection from that zone. So let's go to 4 hour. It created a fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. The price might want to confirm this fair value gap. So this is where I would be considering going bullish on GBP USD. This is where I would be considering going bullish on GBP USD. I would love to see price pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bullish. That's my take on GBP USD. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Before patiently waiting for the news twist. I hope that's it. So if price fills this fair value gap, then a bullish pattern forms, I will look for buy. You can see we have a support, a resistance on support zone here, which is in confluence with this fair value gap. It's in confluence with the fair value gap, and I believe if we apply our Fibonacci from this string low to this string high, that should be discount. That should be discount. Right. So this is below Fibonacci level 50. You can see it is below Fibonacci level 50. So this is where I'll be considering looking for buys on GBP USD. I hope that is clear. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Next is Euro USD, positively correlated with GBP USD. So let's start with the daily. Yesterday closed strongly bullish, and there was a breakout. There was a breakout from this yesterday. Market broke out from this resistance, and the market is currently, trading into just tested that resistance, and we have this fair value gap that was created here. So I'd love to see the market close this gap. Okay, so I will be considering taking trade. This is my point of interest. I want this gap must be filled. Okay, and also below that we have this gap. Okay, so this has been filled at this point. So this has been filled at this point in my retest. So these are my areas of interest. This zone or this zone, the candlestick pattern that forms after price fills these zones will determine if I'm going to buy from this zone. Okay, so you can see dollar it's ranging. It's been ranging. There's no clear direction, and that is the impact of the ongoing global crisis. Okay, it's the impact of the ongoing global crisis that you're seeing in the market right now. Most of the instruments are just ranging, not giving a clear direction. And that's why I advise that if you're trading this period, you should be very conservative. Be very conservative. Don't take unnecessary risk. Don't take unnecessary risk. Be very conservative. Okay. So Euro USD, I'm looking for buys, but I want to see price pull back in zone before going bullish. Okay. But if today's candle closes bearish, then I'm going to sell Euro USD from tomorrow to Friday. If today's candle closes bearish, then I would be looking for sales. That's from tomorrow. Okay. So Euro USD, today I am bullish on Euro USD. I'm bullish on Euro USD. Euro USD, GBP USD. Which other instrument do you want me to analyze? Let me know. Which other instrument do you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let's look at GBP, JPY. If yen is bullish, we should look for sales on GBP, JPY. If yen is bullish, we should look for sales on GBP, JPY. Okay, so my bias for GBP, JPY is bearish. It is bearish. Okay, my bias is bearish. I would love to see GBP, JPY sweep these lows, these lows, these lows. That's my expectation on GBP, JPY. But if GBP, JPY closes above this resistance, then we should expect more buy. Okay, if it closes above this resistance, if a 4-hour is above this resistance, expect it on GBP, JPY. Okay, so I'm bearish on GBP, JPY today. Though the trend, the chart is not looking so clean. It's not looking so clean, but if I'm going to take any risk, it has to be a sell. It has to be a sell. Okay, and if today's candle closes bearish, that will be a strong confirmation to sell. If today's candle closes bearish, that will be a strong confirmation to sell. As I believe if you apply your Fibonacci, if you take your Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing, you can see that price currently at premium area. You can see price premium area. At premium, you don't buy. You don't buy. You look for sales. Okay, that is what I see on GBP/JPY. Sell. Okay, so what do we have? 1 hour. You can see for some hours now. You can see that GJ has been in a range. It has been in a range. It has been in a range. And yeah, I think it's created a fair value gap. Okay, so we have this tiny fair value gap here, a tiny one. The market maybe wants to come and retest, this fair value gap before going bearish. Okay, so you can see it's in a range. That's been in a range. Okay, it's been in a range. So that's my take. Looking for sales on GJ, sales on GJ. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let's see Euro, Australian dollar. Euro, Australian dollar. Euro, Australian dollar is still bullish. Euro, Australian dollar is been bullish. But I'm not interested in buying Euro, Australian dollar from this point. You can see the buy started from this point. Buy started from this point, and it has done over from this point to the current market price. That's about 400 pips. 400 pips. That's done over 400 pips. I don't take such trades. I've missed this move, so I let it go. Okay. I said if a market has moved in one direction by 100 pips, you should not take that trade. So this trade is not for me. Okay, this trade is not for me. So I'd rather look for sell opportunity. Once I see a bearish reversal pattern form, I would expect that price will reverse. So I'll take a sell. That's my expectation on Euro Australian dollar. It is still bullish, but this is not the right time to buy. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It is still bullish, but don't buy it. It's not the right time to buy. It's not a good price to buy. Okay, so wait for a bearish reversal pattern or wait for. If you insist on buying, then you should at least let price pull back to this fair value gap. This is where you might consider joining the bullish trend. Okay, so you want to wait for price to pull back to this zone before you buy. So when you see a bearish reversal pattern form, you can take a sell to this zone. You can sell to this zone. Still very bullish. Still very bullish. Any question? Any question? Which pair are you looking at? Which pair are you looking at? I'd like to know in the comment section. Which pair are you considering trading today? What's your bias on the pair? Let me know. Let me know. So let's look at gold before we end the session. Gold. Okay, you can see what's playing out on gold. So what we have is a buy. This is a buy on gold. I said it yesterday that gold is likely coming to fill this gap. I think it has filled this gap. You can see. So the best risk to take on gold right now is a buy. You can see it has come to fill this favor. Filled it. Inverted hammer candle formed after filling the gap. So this is a buy pattern on gold. This is a buy pattern on gold. It's a buy pattern on gold. I hope that is clear. Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Please give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that. Give it a thumbs up, and if it's your first time joining the live stream, please do subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Any question? Any question? Okay, it appears there are no questions. So that will be all for today's session. I appreciate you all for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.